a very interesting conversation we had with Reverend Professor Paul Frimpong-Manso of the Frimpong-Manso Institute. Look, there's a lot you need to hear from this man. Let's take this. But that's all from me today. We'll wrap it up with this particular interview. We'll meet again, God willing, tomorrow. Do enjoy the interview. Hello and welcome to Joy News. And in this period where we are all celebrating the birth of Christ, it's time for us to also take a reflection on some of the important matters in this country. And to help us do this is none other than someone who, people describe as a very distinguished man of God, a distinguished leader, corporate governance leader, someone who has really written so much. And he is a distinguished global leader with over 40 years of experience in Christian ministry, executive leadership, and corporate governance. He's a senior reverend minister, author, and motivational speaker. But I've just been doing a bit about his educational background. It's just mind-blowing. He holds a PhD in theology from the University of Wales, a professorship in ministry and theology from Global University, multiple other qualifications, including MA from the University of Sheffield and Cambridge, diploma in religious studies. He has served as president of the Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council, past chairman of the Ghana Evangelism Committee, and until August 2022, he was the general superintendent of the Assemblies of God, Ghana. I'm talking about none other than Reverend Professor Paul Frimpong-Manso. Good day, sir.
Thank you.
It's always a pleasure to meet you.
I'm so honored. The pleasure is mine.
I think it should be mine. I should be honored to be interviewing you.
I was so happy to meet you some few weeks ago in Takoradi.
Yes.
Little did I know that you come and be at my humble abode.
Yes. And I must commend the environment. The Frimpong-Manso Institute is just a great place. What have you been doing here?
Frimpong-Manso Institute is a vision born out of 40 years plus of Christian ministry and other leadership positions that I've held. I saw that there is a real need in our country, especially among the youth and the upcoming ones. So we needed to bring people who are experienced, who have excelled in their areas of service, to come together to serve as mentors, leaders, and speak into the life of the coming generation. That is why Frimpong-Manso came into being, and that is what we do.
Okay. And how has it been so far?
So far, we operate on thematic areas with chairs and fellows. We have environment and sustainability. We have science, technology, and health. We have theology and missions and church growth. We have our media, security, and the rest. We do conferences, we do seminars, we write papers out and trainings in so many areas. And so far, so good. We were part of the organizations that even monitored and participated in the last elections. So Frimpong-Manso Institute is everywhere. Where there are people and there's life, we are there. And we go in not to find faults, to say that this man or that man should have done this or this man is fault. We rather go in to see a need. We come out with solutions that will meet the need or solve the problem, and we go through together with the participant people who are available, mobilizing resources to meet the need. In fact, it is the only Christian think tank in Ghana. Our core values are apolitical. We don't serve any political party. We are faith-based. Christ is our cornerstone. We are generational. We want this institute to live after Frimpong-Manso and the founders have gone. We are independent. We do our own thing, and one of the core mass is integrity. We are people who work with integrity. We do not want to compromise. So that is all about Frimpong-Manso Institute.
Oh, beautiful. Let's stay on the word integrity and look at how that is playing out in our public space now. Do people running the public space really care about the word integrity? Do you see it?
You see, someone has said that integrity is transparent conscience. People may not see it if they think they are independent. But if you know that you are serving a nation that people have fought for with their blood and sweat, you are serving a nation that have a generation unborn. We are managing resources that have been left to us by our forefathers and our forebearers, and we need to leave it together. If I'm going to do the Galamsey, if I'm going to make a business deal for Ghana, if I'm serving an institute, the integrity is clear conscience, knowing that I've done the best that comes from me without cheating, without maneuvering, without coercing. I've done it to the best of my ability, and I've expected the best of results that will not serve me but serve humanity. So when you're talking about integrity, put yourself out, put your immediate benefit, whatever, out, and see how the outcome of your service will benefit humanity and it will please God. So if for anything that you are doing, you have put yourself first, your family, what the benefits that is to you, then it's very, very, very difficult for you to work as a man of integrity.
So do you see people exhibiting that in the public space now?
There might be some, but there will be few. You know, there are always Elijahs who goes around during the reign of Jezebel. There are always, I believe that there are some people, not many though, who have not soiled their clothes. Some people who are clean, who we can trust, who we can depend upon. But it's very, very difficult to locate them. These are the people who don't normally brag or make noise. You know what Warren Buffett said? He said, when people have coins, they make noise because coins make noise. But notes, wealth doesn't make noise. So people of integrity will not make noise. I'm a man of integrity. I'm a man you can trust. They will just be quiet and leave it for people to see what is in them. So I do not really want to hear people who stand on political platforms and here and there making a noise. Trust me, I am this, I am this, I am this. Many times they are not. But the real men of wealth, men and women of integrity, you normally see them by their actions. Of course, somebody has said, action speaks louder than words.
I asked that question because one of the major issues confronting this country is corruption.
Yes.
And we know that when people are people of integrity, they do not indulge in corrupt practices.
At all.
And so if you look at how corruption is endemic in this country, it sort of paints a picture about whether our people are of integrity or not.
Yes. You see, if we talk about corruption, we will probably not even begin our topic today and finish. Supposing a policeman is standing on the road, takes 10 cedis. Somebody gave him the 10 cedis. So the giver and the receiver are both corrupt. And there were passengers in the car. What did they say? So it's a chain reaction. All those who are mute, who see corrupt deeds and they are not talking, they are part. If we are talking about Galamsey, for example, you live there and you see somebody go to the bush, destroy your river bodies, and you do nothing. Probably you may not be able to go and fight them. Say it loud. Say something and do something. You are part. your wife or your children are involved in Galamsey business, I will say you are not corrupt. Churches, you know, I have been a pastor for years. 71% Christians. So I will assume that you cannot say people in our churches who come and listen to our service, sermon Sunday, weeks after weeks, giving huge offerings, are not involved. How often do you stand in the pulpit to say that Galamsey is wicked, it is evil, we are destroying our environment, it is affecting our health? Then you come back, the president is doing nothing. Yes, the minister is doing nothing. As much as we should call them to do what is right, because that is the reason why we voted them for. If we also watch things and allow them to go the way they do, we are accomplices. We are also corrupt. So corruption is, yes, very, very endemic. It takes one person to change his world. So let me be that one person. You be that one person. Little by little, we can influence society. Sometimes when I see and I hear and the things that are going around, I say, where are the men of God? Where are the media men? Where are the people of integrity? Where are the people who are seeking for the truth? Yes, Ghana currently is like a sinking Titanic. We are sinking in a deep ocean of corruption. We are sinking. It will not take one person. It will take the whole nation listening to a message that one person will carry with passion, following him, supporting him, moving together. Then we can come out of this. I mean, corruption is something, it is true. People say perception of corruption. Is it perception? I don't know.
So, with what you just said, integrity and the fact that corruption is pervasive in this country and that one person can make a change.
Yes.
What do you then make of the current brouhaha, for lack of a better word, around the office of the Special Prosecutor, whether or not to keep it or not?
Well, for me,
first of all,
okay,
how do you assess the performance of that office in fighting corruption?
Okay, depends upon how you see things, half full or half empty. We have Yoko, we have Chirac, we have the legal systems, we have whatever. So we have added the OSP. We can keep adding. I have no problem. The problem is not establishing Special Prosecutor or not. The problem is having strong institutions. Few years ago, President Obama came here
2009.
and he said what we need in our part of the world is strong institutions. In fact, somebody will say the OSP is doing well because yesterday he arrested my neighbor, my friend, my enemy. He said that Mr. A, B, and C is corrupt, so he's doing well. Tomorrow we should scrape it because he has arrested a journalist or a lawyer or a popular person or somebody who is not from my party. Why is it that why is it that until a particular person went for an interview, got arrested, nobody was crying, scraped the OSP? Somebody went there, he was arrested, interrogated, whether right or wrong, that is not my question. But then and then, all Ghanaians have seen that, including influential politicians, former speakers, knowledgeable lawyers, scrape the OSP. So for me, why now and not then?
So that's a question that must, we must all. But if they ask you to assess the performance of the office, no, I don't mean the Special Prosecutor, but the office of the Special Prosecutor, what would you say is your own assessment of that office?
You see, I don't think we have the nation has has gained a lot from that office. I don't think. Of course, they will also say that you haven't given me enough resources. I had confidence in Mr. Amidu. He was there for a few years.
Yeah.
I don't know what he left behind. And another person has taken over. Personally, I'm speaking on the public media, and I will not share my words. I don't think OSP is delivering value for money, but is subject to, have we empowered him? Have we resourced him? Has he been politically influenced, or is he independent? Supposedly on paper, Office of Special Prosecutor is independent. Is he really independent, doing the independent work? So my assessment is, well, there's much room. I am not an OSP fanatic after seeing it from Mr. Matiamadu until this time. But I won't call for OSP's office, about cancellation or abrogation or saying no to the office. Probably one day things will change. Ghanaians need to exercise patience. Corruption has been endemic in the system for years, and it will take a long time for things to be better.
But do you see integrity at play in that particular office?
You see, I haven't actually spent some time examining the work of the OSP.
Okay.
So I really don't want to conclude whether they are working as people of integrity or integrity. For that, I don't know, but I will say that they are not delivering results.
Okay.
Whether integrity or not the integrity, my question is results delivery.
Okay. All right. Now, another important thing that is confronting this country has to do with Galamsey. You referred to it earlier and saying that how much do men of God preach about it? What do you think is what is lacking in Ghana's fight against Galamsey?
People are saying no employment. People are saying this or that or that. So because there's no employment, should we encourage armed robbery? What is happening is now genocide, not even homicide. We are only postponing our death within weeks or months or years. All our water bodies are now poisoned. Cyanide and mercury everywhere. Sicknesses around because of Galamsey, because of money. And people are saying that because of political interference, we are not doing well. When the current government was in opposition, they were talking about state of emergency. I heard a lot of news about the fact that they will do A, B, C, and D. But all this A, B, C, and D had been done by the previous government. I remember the president even saying that he can put his presidency aside if he is not able to fight Galamsey. He was not able to fight it, but he never put his presidency aside. Now, President Mama has come, and he's doing well. Naimos and the rest. But even his politicians who are fighting the Naimos, we see what happened in Ahafu, Kenya, and some of these areas. People are saying that those who are involved are linked to people with power. So sometimes the policemen, the judges, the lawyers are not competent, are not able, they are competent, but they are not able to handle it. Sometimes people say that some chiefs are involved. I mean, all these things are speculation, speaking here. Unless I have pinpoint on somebody I can use as an example, I cannot speculate. Of course, there are some former politicians whose cases are even now in the course of law. It has been concluded, so I will not be prejudicial to say that they are involved. But it's an open secret that politicians are involved, chiefs are involved, people of high ranking in society. Somebody told me, you think the boys in the village who are digging the mud, who are there struggling, are the Galamseyers. The Galamseyers are in Accra, Kumasi, and the big cities, who found and give these poor, helpless people little sums of money for them to risk their lives. So when you are dealing with Galamsey, unless those people in the cities who are managing them are out, it's going to be difficult. Who brought the Chinese? Who sent them there? And who is keeping them there? How did they get there? So Galamsey is something. In fact, Ghanaians, if we love our nation, if we love the unborn, if we want this nation to survive the next 100 years, should the Lord tarry, let us completely uphold Galamsey. The land that we are destroying can produce cocoa. Why don't we plant cocoa? Can produce oil palm. Why don't we plant oil palm? Can produce tea, rubber plant, can produce vegetables. But we are destroying this land because we want quick money. Sometimes Ghanaians want to be rich fast. And many times we don't care how people made their wealth. So if they will kill, if they will do Galamsey, if they will steal, if they will corrupt themselves to be there for everybody to see that they are there, they will find any illegitimate way. There are so many positive ways people can use to make money. Somebody use a mobile phone to make Uber and is rich. Somebody did Amazon and is rich. Somebody used mobile phone to do Facebook and is rich. Somebody just come out to create something out of nothing. We are still sending timber logs, cocoa beans, raw gold, raw diamond, things that have not been processed. And we send it there for them to add value to it, to bring it to us, and we buy them expensively, and we want to be rich. I think the problem, we have to change our mentality and do things different way. But if we will maintain the Georgesburg economy and do things right from the colonial eras until today, then we are far away.
But when you say we should stop mining, not mining in total, but Galamsey, and some people say, well, we need to explore the minerals, but that's why there are laws. Can we stop mining when there are laws to govern the way it is done?
I would never say we should stop mining. We need the precious minerals. It will make us rich. They are for some purposes. Our fathers, forefathers, even mined hundreds of years ago. We need to do it right way. Whether it's small scale or large scale, we should do the mining properly. But when we openly destroy our river bodies, openly destroy our lands without thinking of reclaiming them, that is where I have the problem. So if mining will be done properly, we can reclaim the land, it will not affect our health and all those things. Why not? So I will not ever say Ghanaians should stop mining. We should not throw the baby together with the bath water.
But it's Galamsey that we should stop.
It's the Galamsey that we should stop.
But how do we stop it? Looking at the current, how things are.
Well, there are aspects who are in the field. I have another person on my team. Probably I have to recommend him to you.
Okay.
Dr. George Manfo.
Okay. He can help.
He is an expert. He can tell you more. They have the technology and the know-how. I think College of Mines and Technology in Takwa, I think they have even come out of something. Where there is a will, there is a way. I think another way is an alternative livelihood. So many people are coming, sometimes with qualifications, they are employed as teachers, they are not even paid. They don't get opportunity to serve, qualify nurses. Recently qualify these people, hygiene, tankers people. Environmental people. They say they finish school of hygiene and they are not employed. So the more people are left unemployed, they will do everything, whether good or bad.
But you even asked earlier that because of unemployment, must we allow people to kill them?
No. No, but I have that reasoning. But it's everybody having that reasoning. That should not be the case. And of course, the love of money is the root of all evil. It looks like Ghanaians love money. They have put premium on how to get rich. That's why lottery. Oh, you listen to our televisions and radio stations. I think you also do it. Every minute, listening to the news, advert, how you can make money. These things are really making people more interested in getting rich an easy way.
But with the Galamsey, how does that speak about moral values, moral ethos, and even Christianity? Because you alluded to the fact that we have 70% Christians in Ghana. And if Galamsey is persistent, what does that say about moral ethos in this country?
God said we should till the ground. We should take care of that. Everything that we are enjoying is a gift from God. We need to protect it and preserve it for the next generation. Go and see how we are doing River Birim, Pra, and Cobra, Ofin, and the rest. And the environment, the way we are destroying the environment, are we preserving it for the next generation? Recently, Kwenyako, they had a problem of getting water for some months. Chebi for some months. Elmina for some months. And I've learned that Ghana water, they pay a lot, spend a lot in making our waters clean for us to enjoy them. So we are robbing Peter to people. So Christians, it is immoral, it is immoral, it is ungodly. If you call yourself a Christian, I will say it here and say it again. It's ungodly, it's unchristian to deliberately destroy the environments God has given us. We should not be even beneficiaries at all. I've seen some pastors saying that for our area, that's the only job around. People go there, they take money, they get money to pay offerings and to keep the church going. It is still wrong. The same land that they are getting Galamsey out of it, they can plant corn, they can plant cocoa, they can plant oil palm, and something will come. For me, what is evil is evil. Illegal mining, destroying our lands, the cyanide and the mercury, the sicknesses that are associated with it, the immorality that is associated with it. It can never be right. What is wrong is wrong. Galamsey is wrong, and Ghanaians should collectively condemn it and make sure that we overcome it.
But other people say, oh, the churches are the ones who give front seat to these Galamseyers. When there's fundraising, the Galamseyers pay big money, and so they are giving preferential treatment. Then it means the church has a role in stopping Galamsey.
I'll say some churches. You know, as we are talking, I always try to be empirical, knowing exactly what is happening. They are saying churches. I know some churches give preference to rich people. They are giving special preferences, but not necessarily Galamseyers. So, and we should treat everybody equal. So I would say that whether it was Galamsey, whether it was trading, whether it was playing football, whether it was a musician, whoever we are, when we come to church, we are one. And churches should treat everybody equal. So Galamseyers or people should not be given preferential treatment in the churches because of their wealth.
But how can the church effectively help to control, maybe we cannot say we end it, but bring it under the barest minimum? What do you expect the church to do?
The pulpit is one of the most powerful spots on earth. So pastors should keep preaching about Galamsey. You know, during the slave trade era, William Wilberforce and others preached against slavery in the UK. And then the whole world caught their message and slave trade was abolished. If the pastors will sustain the temple Sunday by Sunday, using the word of God, preaching to the people, telling them about the fact that we are destroying what God has given us. And also teach, not only preaching, but as we preach, we teach people how to make alternative means of living. Possibly we train people to do other handiworks. I'm glad that this nation is now talking about TVET.
Yeah.
Yes, the Oxford and the Cambridge system with all the CVs, they have done well, but it has caused harm. Now many people have got first class, second class, upper, a lot of qualifications, and they are not working. Let me tell you, there are two groups of people on earth. First, consumers, people who consume, and producers. 95% of the world population are consumers. And 5% of the world population are producers. And the 95% are chasing 5% of the world's wealth. And the 5% have 95% of the world's wealth. So if we train people to go and look for a job that is not there, we are training consumers. But if we help people to produce something, we are training to start their own work, we are training producers. Few people like Eroma, Jeff Bezos, Dangote, few people, they have 95% of the world's wealth. And the PhDs, the managing directors, the people with all these titles, they are chasing 5% of the world's wealth. So if I sit on this chair, the one who made the chair is the one who is making the money.
Yeah.
If I wear this glove, the one who made it is making the money. I'm a consumer. You are holding a phone.
Yeah.
Somebody is sitting in America, he is making money. You are checking, probably using MTN. Somebody in South Africa, the shareholder, is making money. So, and there are so many things. God created us with his own image. He gave us the opportunity to create and empower. Somebody made a telephone. Somebody made the light. Somebody made a refrigerator. Somebody made the house. Somebody made this. And what are we making? So young boys, let us sit down, young women, let us sit down and begin to be creative. Unless we change our mind from looking for an employment, looking for a job, rather than making our own job and employing people, we will never come out of this cycle. No. And especially in Ghana, where everybody is looking to the government to give them a job that is not there. There's a problem.
We should become producers.
We must become producers. You got my word. So there are two people on earth, consumers
and producers.
They are 95%, chasing 5% of world's wealth. Producers, 5%. The Bezos, the Warren Buffetts, the Dangotes, and all the rest. They are the people who are making the world move. And so we should change our mind. I'm speaking to our educational system. We should teach people how to make something out of nothing. We are still calling for people to come and take our lithium. They've taken our timber, they've taken our gold, they've taken our cocoa, yeah, they've taken our lemon. Come and take our lithium, make the batteries for us. Solar now is coming to be something. Come and take our lithium and make solar panels for us. What kind of people we are?
What do you think we should do with lithium?
What are the others doing with the lithium?
No, in terms of the should
we should tell the world that this is what God has given us. Come and mine it here. Come and establish the company here. We will not export any raw lithium to Australia, Britain, or anywhere. Whatever you want to use the lithium to do, come and do it at Mankasim, Sopon, and that area, so that the people there will get a benefit. We've taken gold from Obuasi over 100 years. Go and see Obuasi. Last week I was in Takwa. I mean, I have heard this new government, this guy is not new, he's been there before, he's come back trying to tell Ghanaians that this time we will not export our raw materials. We should support them to make this work. You know the problem of our dollar. If we should have manufactured our things, we wouldn't have been where we are. But we send them raw cheaply, and we import expensive things. So for government to balance our money, he has to pump in $10 billion to make us feel that we are doing it. When you have not export has not exceeded import, and your currency is being stabilized.
But it's not the taste of the Ghanaian. For example, there is Ghana rice. The Ghanaian won't buy the Ghana rice. He or she will rather go and buy foreign rice.
I like Ghana rice if I can get them. They are not motivated to plan more. We should also help quality. Anyway, in my house, we put premium to Ghana rice. So you have brought a very good subject. The farmers are crying. And it pains me because my father, my mother, they were farmers, cocoa farmers in a village in Brunhafo region. I grew from that village. I grew up from that village. What they go through during the plantain season, we call it brepro. The plantain will grow and rot, go to Akomadai. During the tomato season, the tomatoes will rot. And the Ghanaians will go to Burkina Faso and buy tomato and onion and bring them here, and our people will be suffering. So we should educate our people. We should find a way of storing the excess we produce. Recently, I spoke with one scientist. What are we doing with post-harvest losses? People go to Kenya University to do post-harvest losses as a qualification, then they come, they want to work in the bank, or they want to work with the media, they want to work somewhere, and they put the qualification away. So, Ghanaian entrepreneurs, let us begin to change the narratives. Let us start from where we can. Common marmalade will preserve the mango. Tin tomato, I don't know how many factories in Ghana that are producing tomato. Of course, they started something in Pualugu and it didn't work. So if we process the little that we produce, farmers will be motivated to produce more. Okay. And I mean, some of the things will change.
There's a lot we need to talk about, but time will not allow us. Yes. So just about wrapping up, let's come to, I mean, the season we are in. How do you assess the church in 2025?
2025, God has been faithful. We could have done more. We should do more. But I have a message, if you want me to give that,
please
to the church. The angel Gabriel went to Mary and said, Mary, you are favored. Luke chapter 1, I think 27, 20, 29, 30. Mary, you are favored. You have favor from God. So at this Christmas season, what we need is the Lord's favor. Okay. And then when Jesus was born, Luke chapter 2, I think verse 7, Mary and Joseph went to Jerusalem, Bethlehem. They had no room for him. But he was the reason for that season. At this Christmas, as we are trading, as we are looking for money, merrymaking, party and everything, we must seek the Lord's favor and we must give him a room. But in all, the church in Ghana has done well. But there is still room for improvement because we are the light and the salt. So do we see the light in the midst of this corrupt country? Do we see the salt in the midst of this corrupt country? Salt brings reconciliation. Are we as a nation, one nation, or the polarization that started before independence and that has run through this period? Is it still there? Unless we do away with our political colors, our racial colors, our tribal colors, and what have you, we will not get there. Saying that, I thank God that as we sit here today, Otumfuo and his colleagues will bring an outcome of the Boko conflict. At this Christmas, the best Christian gift for Ghanaians will be peace, unity, safety, and security in Boko.
Okay. And I wanted to ask about what you think we should reflect on, but you've said something, so we'll take it like that.
Yes.
But what will be your Christmas message to the people who are watching?
My Christmas message is that the Lord gave his one and only Son, the Lord Jesus Christ, to come and dwell among us, to give us peace and joy. So if you need peace, if you need joy, don't look anywhere. Invite Jesus, allow him to be your Lord and your Savior, and you will have everlasting peace. Also, at this Christmas, share the little you have with friends, with orphans, and those in need. At this Christmas, seek for the peace of Ghana. Pray for the president. Pray for the legislature. Pray for the judiciary. Pray for the media. And pray for every single person in Ghana. Make sure rejoice and enjoy, but avoid excesses.
We should end, but just let me ask you this question. Is there a breakdown in the moral fiber of Ghanaian society? And is it coming from parenting, or where is it coming from?
I think three things could be the reason. Parents,
so you agree there's a breakdown?
Yeah, there's a breakdown. There's a breakdown. The parents, some of them are not getting enough time with their children. You can give your children everything, but if they fail in morality, you have failed. I normally teach that there are three things that are most important for everybody. First, God first principle, people loving God. Two, hard work, people working hard. Then three, people with good character. The morality, parents have failed. Two, foreign influence, the YouTube, the phones, the internet, and the rest. There are certain things which are inimical to our culture, but people that are being exported from outside, and we must guide our culture. Three, the general society, because formally Mr. A can correct Mr. B's son.
Yeah.
In schools we were teaching religion and moral. Now there's greediness, there is get wealth ready. People don't have time. Get rich quick. People don't have time for anything, and so we don't have time for morality. So parents first, foreign culture increments second. We have opened our doors too much. And three, people don't have time to mentor, to pass on what they have. So in schools, we have forgotten about the religion and moral education. In our homes, we have forgotten the Kwekuanansi stories and the lessons we learn from elders. Our job places, everybody wants to cheat. So sometimes today, somebody who is immoral, who is wrong, is seen as popular. On your own TV station, sometimes when I see the so-called entertainment news, what they produce tells me that this is not entertainment. So because somebody is doing something wrong, he's doing something against the society, then he's entertaining the public. Anyway.
You are a man of God. You're a Christian. What do you make of the notion that Christians who go into politics, some of them have failed this country?
Yes. You see, I wish more Christians are in politics. You are saying some of them, it means most of them are still haven't failed. But if there were no more Christian in politics, what we are seeing could have been worse.
Do you believe so?
Yeah, because some of them are doing well.
But if the Bible enjoins you to be just and love your neighbor as thyself, do everything for God, and you as a Christian end up stealing from the poor,
well, to me,
you're not living like Christ.
Not all those who say, Lord, Lord, will go into the kingdom of my Father, except those who do my will. My thinking is that there are some people who call themselves Christians, they go to church, they even speak in tongues, and they do other things, but they are not. Some people also are using the Christian color to attract votes and others. Oh, I am Methodist, I am Pentecost, I am Anglican, I'm Assemblies of God. And many times when people hear that, they have the passion, just like Roman Ashanti, I'm this and this, and most of them, if you say the New Testament form of Christianity, they are nowhere near. Some of them, they are nowhere near. But I'm saying that even the few who are there, they have made things better. If we do not have Christians, it could have been worse. But never think that most of those who go to parliament and call themselves Christians are Christians. They are not. They are not. They are not. They are not. They use that as opportunity to milk people or to get votes.
Do I see you trying to defend Christianity and the role that Christians have played in corruption in this country?
As for Christianity, if I talk about the things that they have done, it will be too much. You and I are speaking English.
Yeah.
Probably you went to Fanspim.
Oh, no, I went to a school called Badibonso.
You went to
Agram Kwanta.
Yes. I went to 82, which was a Christian school.
Okay.
But probably your primary school. Yeah. Did you go to LA school or?
I went to, yes, I started from LA and then went to Kimball Preparatory School. Yeah, but ended up Unity.
But most of us went to Christian school.
Oh, and then we attended Sunday school.
The Sunday school, the hospitals that are there. Even in our Greek, Christianity have played a major role. And we have shaped the nation in many, many, many areas. Even those of you who went to the LA, you were still praying the Our Father who art in heaven, isn't it?
Yes.
You were still doing the school assembly. So Christianity have influenced a lot, but there's more room to be more influenced. It looks like now some of the churches are more interested in fame, more interested in money, more interested in possession, more interested in the name of their denomination than transforming society. I am never satisfied. If Ghana is claiming to be 70% Christians, I am using the word claiming, but it could be less if we really assess people who identify Jesus as their Lord and Savior and who are doing right.
During this period, just reminisce over what Prof has said and let it guide how we celebrate the season and even plan into the year ahead of us so that we can leave this nation a better place than we met it. As Michael Jackson once said, you have to leave this world a better place than you met it for your kids. Thank you for watching. We'll meet again sometime.
you.